Hello, welcome to my emergent trend presentation. My name is Tet Uta, and this is for Education 548. First off, I'd like to introduce Desmos. What is Desmos? Desmos is a free teaching and graphing tools for math available on the web as well as on iOS and Android. Students can use their personal devices to access Desmos for free. Desmos helps students learn math and enjoy learning math. Desmos helps students understand the foundational concepts visually, then connects the idea to the symbols and language with visual learning. There are hundreds of lessons, games and activities builders for personalized learning. Its new collaborative lessons provide a high level of quality and make for a fun, interactive experience for students with well-thought-out, engaging questions. It also covers all areas of elementary, middle, and high school mathematics curriculums that are aligned with state standards. Students are better equipped to tackle unfamiliar math problems, recognize patterns, and build conceptual understanding regardless of skill level or language background. Desmos offers a variety of visual lessons and games created with the unique pathway of interconnected contact challenges to provide differentiated instructions for individual needs. Free digital classroom activities. Teachers can access full electronic lesson plans that are created on its digital activity site. I can see a wide variety of activities ready to use, or I can modify those activities that open up a world of possibilities for students to explore concepts more deeply and collaborate with their peers on problem solving and applying knowledge creatively as mathematicians. For example, activities like Polygraph allows teachers to create the essential vocabulary. It's a game for the math version of the Guess Who. Assessment. Teachers can observe students through a teacher's dashboard for their response to help them guide the inquiry process or to clear up misconceptions. There are also detailed reports for administrators and teachers to have the ability to track student progress, time on task, and standard mastery. Here's a video introducing Desmos. Please enjoy.
Welcome to teacher.desmos.com. At Desmos, our mission is to help every student learn math and love learning math. With that in mind, we've assembled a collection of unique and engaging digital activities. Whether building informal language into academic vocabulary, exploring the relationship between graphs and the situations they represent, or investigating how parameters in an equation affect the graph, you'll find hundreds of activities designed to engage students in mathematically rich tasks in truly delightful ways. And not only that, with the built-in teacher dashboard, you can see student answers in real time, giving you valuable insight for helping individual students and facilitating class-wide discussions. With our featured activities, content bundles, and search features, we make it easy to find just what you're looking for. And best of all, everything you see at teacher.desmos.com is free. Seriously. So sign up, sign in, and start exploring today.
How can you get started with Desmos? Before the class starts, you can create the classes you will teach in the whole year. You can sign in with your Google account. I already signed in. Once you sign in, you will see the home screen for Desmos activities uploaded and shared with Desmos. You can also search for activities that have been made by Desmos or other educators contributed ones as well. What kind of features does Desmos offer? There are many activities such as polygraph, linear function, linear systems, or graphing. My favorite ones are polygraphs for vocabulary activity and graphing activity. I usually start my lesson with polygraph activities that get the student to engage what they're learning. They enjoy playing the Guess Who version of math. For example, if I choose middle school geometry and polygraph activity for angle relationship, it will tell me how long it will take and what is it intended for. After you creating your class code, I now have a dashboard. If you want to share this link with the student, when you click that button, the student, this login, the link for student will pop up. To share with the student, I can tell the student to go to the Desmo website or take the snapshot of the code and share the link with my students. Student must log into student.desmo.com to join the class, and they can only need to join once in the beginning of the term. Another activities that I like to share is screen for checking understanding. Let's go back to activity history. This is one of my favorite activities because this allows students to help check their understanding in the middle or at the end of the lesson. I can copy and paste into different activities, and they're divided by their different purposes like where they are today, reflection, lesson wrap-up, and confidence check. And these are some quick tips before you get started and use Desmo in your classroom. Thanks for watching. Why does it matter? It matters because Desmos provides student engagement, pedagogy, support, and assessment. Students will have a better understanding of expression into dynamic and colorful pictures and graphs. The easy-to-use interface lets students engage right in. Pedagogy. Students learn by doing and instantly see changes to their graphs as they manipulate values. The activity allows students to play and help them figure out how functions are graphically represented. Support. Clear directions and tips are provided along the way, sometimes in many different languages. Assessment. Teachers can track student work as they're working and then use the snapshot tools to use student work example to teach concepts. Effectiveness of Desmos. The collaboration and communication portions of the program meet the modifications of SAMR. Desmos also meets Bloom taxonomy level of analysis and evaluation. Here is an example of how Desmos might fit within the SAMR model. Substitution. Students answer questions on the web rather than on paper. Augmentation. Teachers can enhance the visuals they show in class by adding their own narrations into the lesson to clarify concepts or highlight key points. Modification. Students use Desmos to practice a lesson from the teacher. Once they have completed their own interactive lesson, students can exchange their answers with classmates, complete classmates' quizzes, and provide feedback on their classmates' comments. Redefinition. Students and teachers can share the Desmos answer with the people around the world, collect data from the individuals who respond to their questions, and analyze the data. Desmos openly licensed Core Middle School Math launched their curriculum in 2020. This program pairs the open-source U.S. middle school curriculum for illustrative mathematics and OpenNet resources with Desmos' powerful technology, humanizing pedagogy, and intuitive design. When you look at the first bar graph, a negative Net Promoter Score (NPS) means more detractors than promoters. Positive means more promoters than detractors. When you look at the second graph, you can see it clearly that the blue color represents Desmo users, and it was the winner with the highest positive number NPS, positive 70. Here is how those teachers responded to this curriculum. I would change nothing about this lesson. My student loved it when they get the answer on their own screen. The platform is well put together and well throughout. I like the interactive abilities of the program. According to teachers who used it as a pilot program and liked the coherence of their curriculum. Overall, teachers in 2019-2020 pilot study loved what they did to Desmosify it. In conclusion, learning with visuals and key terms benefit students to deepen their understanding. This web-based curriculum fits from any elementary, middle, and high school environment. Schools can design rich blended learning that leverage those and visualizing software in a variety of ways. The teacher can choose to implement a Desmo lesson in a whole class or a small group instruction. Objectives can be aligned with Common Core standard and a classroom pacing to differentiate what students practice at home and at school. Teachers have access to all the lesson embedded with visual models within Desmo's lesson to supplement classroom instruction for a preview or review of math standard. Teacher can arrange the student standard to suit their classroom needs in order to strengthen the understanding of the content by simply using the program. Experience of drawing quadratic equation, finding area with Desmos is motivating. Desmo emphasized that an equation can be seen as a table of values and as a graph, visualizing the line described by an equation and allowing students to observe all at once. These activities open up a world of possibility for students to explore concepts more deeply. By doing so, students develop a conditioned response that leads them to the next level. Thanks for watching.